it's not linear. The first one.
Okay, good. The first thing I gave you is a line. The second thing I gave you is a parabola. Okay. Furthermore, the first one I gave you, I didn't give you the full equation. The second one, I did. Okay. Which means the parabola is fixed. Okay, actually, maybe it looks something like this. But the line is not. But we do know that it passed through the origin like this, okay? It's asking, what should the k be so that this line is touching this parabola only at one point, like that. Okay, so we call this line here a tangent to the parabola. A tangent is a line which touches a curve at a single point.
Tangent of the circle.
Tangent of a circle, yeah. Okay. Okay. They're intersecting. That means they share that point, right? I don't know what that point is, but I know that they're sharing a point. A fixed point. Let me call that A and B. Okay. So since let's call that point P, A, B. They share A, B. We can say this. B is equal to K minus 3X. And also B is equal to A squared minus 4A plus 10. So what I did here is to plug that point into this equation and this equation. That's what it means to be for the point to be on those graphs.
Okay. Yeah.
So look, this and this must be same, right? Because they're both B. Oh, sorry, I should wrote A there.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So we're ultimately looking for K. But K is a coefficient of this equation with A's in it, right? Let me bring this entire thing to the right side like this. I get this. Okay, did everybody follow? I just moved that to the other side by subtracting both sides by the same amount. Let me factor out a like that, a minus a, and I get a 4 minus k minus 3. Right, I did this because this is in the standard form. I think it's called maybe the general form. General form of quadratic in the ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, what do they say about, so what do we know about the number of answers to this equation? How many answers should A have? Let's go back here. 1. Because they're touching each other at exactly 1 point, right? True? I don't need to find A. I know about that, right? If you go back to the last example, what do we do? I gave you unknown K and I told you how many answers it has, right? And what did you do? You use a discriminant. Here, discriminant must be 0, which means 1 minus K squared minus 4, 10 must be 0.
Whoa. Is that worth that?
Okay, now I'm going to factor this using difference of squares. So 1 minus K minus 2 root 10. 1 minus K plus 2 root 10 is the factoring. Okay, so let's set that equal to 0. Let me just bring that K to the other side. You get 1 minus 2 root 10. Bring the K to the other side. You get K is equal to 1 plus 2 root 10. So there's two values of k, which will make this, okay, which will make this tangent. Does that make sense? Why is there two instead of one? There's one, obviously. Where's the other one? Like here. Okay, so the parabola goes like this. Well, that's not really. Okay.
Bad.
Yeah, that's a horrible parabola or something like that. Okay, there's the other one.